Right, welcome back to our epic confusion. Actually, it's not that epic. This is the first time we've actually been proper stumped. So we've been... Let's come back out and look at the map. We have just come out of there, and we have we're trying to work out how to find our way around the mausoleum, which is here. Obviously, we're not going to find help there. We've tried here. We have tried here, the relevant people at least. We have not tried there. We have tried there, and that isn't going to be pointless. And we tried these knobheads. So I'm going back to the office because bollocks to this. And what a surprise, there is fuck all here. I don't get it, there's nothing. Nothing. Look. Coffee, door, desk, filing cabinet. Wait a moment.
Oh.
How long's that been there?
A year.
Probably.
The note had been pushed under my door by Carlotta.
Ooh.
I am anxious to see you again and to find out how the case is going. Come to
Your
the
case is
von
going.
Uberwald Mansion on Moon Pond Lane. Carlotta von Uberwald.
So, Carlotta was a member of the von Uberwalds, one of the richest and most reclusive families in Ankh-Morpork. That explained why she could afford to offer to pay me
Ooh,
so
thanks,
much.
mate.
It didn't explain
And
why
bye-bye
she
that
hadn't
bottle of
around
tipple.
the
What was that
bank
bottle of
yet.
tipple?
But
That
I
was a
couldn't
distinctly
sleep, at least
average
until
Sangiovese Rubicone.
And now you know. And who's that made by?
Moramari. Italian.
So that's a wine. And we should have a new area. There's one there. I'm going to save this game, because that's what we do. What are we in? Part 5?
Yes.
5.
Big packages.
Big packages.
Von Uberwald Mansion.
I wonder why it crashed before. I mean, like that,
Mansion.
I
right at the
already had a
start.
bad
Because we've
feeling
not done it
about the Monday
since.
case. But
Random.
learning that my employer was a von
Ding
Uberwald
dong.
didn't fill me with confidence. I didn't know the facts about the von Uberwalds, but the rumors were bad enough.
May I help you, sir?
You could let me in for a start,
Very good, sir.
and don't call me sir.
As you wish, sir. May I take your coat and hat, sir?
Thanks, but no.
That would
I feel
require
deeply
additional
welcome.
That must make it
animation
difficult
and
to
character
tell.
model design.
Was that a joke? I never joke, sir. It's not my job. I may lie, dissemble, or deceive, but I never joke.
Look, I don't want you to take my coat, okay?
But of course, sir. Sir is welcome to drip all over the immaculate hardwood floor that I spent several hours polishing this morning, because Sir is a guest, and Sir is entitled to do whatever Sir wishes.
Good.
Nice house.
Sir's taste in architecture must be quite exquisite to so accurately summarize the many splendid cornices and archaic stained glass
Cornices?
frescoes
Are there
of the
pasties
splendid
involved?
Lorenzian
Oh,
building as
pasty.
nice.
You have a gift.
What's your
for
pasty of
making people
choice?
Feel welcome, don't you?
Me?
One is blessed.
No, the fucking viewer. Leave it in the comments. We'll send you one. We won't. Don't,
I like
don't
the
expect
old
that.
chicken tikka pasty.
Oh, Ginster's classic. Ginster's Ginsters, who will know.
Or peppered steak.
That's not a bad one.
But Ginsters as a whole make horrendous food. It is absolutely awful.
I've not really changed my mind over the years. Really, I'm still a classic cheese and onion pasty bad boy.
Nice and warm with a few crinkle cut chips.
Perhaps.
Maybe even a spot of gravy.
There was a bakery called Malcolm's by my old high school, which is Mosslins, by the way. Not the one that I went to with Krusty, which was Trinity in Manchester.
Yes.
But where I am, on the Wirral, I went to Mosslins, and there was a bakery around the corner, and they had this delightful selection of cold pasties. Well, I say cold, they were like lukewarm, that really bad level of pasty. But they didn't half overstuff their pasties, and it was very nice.
What we're talking
Cheese
about.
ones with mint, I don't know, anything.
You wouldn't happen to know your way around the Salaci family mausoleum by any chance?
Sir has many questions, but alas, I have few answers.
Is that one of them?
Have you heard of a singer named Madame Lodestone?
Regrettably, sir, I know nothing about that person.
This is very regrettable.
This is going to get tedious fast.
Do you know anyone named Therma?
Regrettably, sir, I know.
Do you
Let
know a
me
troll by
guess.
the name of Malachite?
Regrettably, sir, I know nothing about.
Oh, this is a deep joy that I love.
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
I don't know anything about him.
We just covered them, so let's...
Oh, have you?
Do you know a woman?
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Those
I
two,
cannot
we did. I mean, Malachite and Therma, we covered.
Fuck it then.
Oh,
can't-
fuck it all.
Oh, Carlotta.
So what do you make of Carlotta?
Sir?
Carlotta. Carlotta von Uberwald. She does live here, doesn't she?
Indeed, sir. Sir is as dogged in his pursuit of the truth as he is determined to warp the incalculably valuable hardwood floor by his persistent dripping.
You're not going to give up on this hardwood floor thing, are you?
As ever, sir is both astute and incredibly stubborn.
What about Carlotta?
She is also quite astute and most definitely stubborn.
What do you think about her then?
I am not paid to form opinions, sir. Merely to perform menial actions such as guarding the hardwood floor. A task I am, alas, failing in at the current time.
Will you shut up about the hardwood floor?
As Sir wishes. I will no longer mention how Sir is irrevocably damaging timber felled by the hand of the 77th Earl of Ankh. Boards that have lain here for longer than Sir has been alive, and that were first laid before Sir's father was even a glint in the eye of his grandfather, whomsoever that may have been.
Bean. You're a bean.
Bean. Right, fuck it. What? We've done
Stuff,
everything.
Stuff.
We've done everything.
No, we've got stuff. See? Stuff.
Ah,
I have an invitation from Carlotta.
Carlotta.
Sir is as quick to reach the point of Sir's visit as a tortoise with a war wound is in crossing a very large desert. I will fetch Mistress Carlotta for Sir, provided Sir would be so kind as to wait here and not to touch the valuable and irreplaceable furniture that adorns the room Sir is currently dripping on.
I'll see what I can do.
You're
Quick,
drip.
touch everything. Especially your dick.
The shiny-headed dancing butler.
Well done, Krusty.
Sir has returned, I see.
I had to attend.
Sir had to...
Shut
We're not in.
up,
Sir?
you twat.
Can I see Car?
Sir's ability to...
Well,
I am quite sure Sir can see her.
Off, you fuck.
Slowly as you wish.
Like a rancid tortoise on a desert or something.
Yeah, that'll fucking do.
Exploring the room, exploring the room. What's through there?
No!
Oh!
Oh!
What are you doing, you drunk ape? Irreplaceable staircase made of marble and felled by the legendary Duke of York and his 10,000 men, all of which he blew regularly, and then he blew them again.
That was not a surprise coming. Not that day.
Okay. We're just killing time here then. Main doors.
Killing time. Just killing time. Well, listen to Head Pair for a long time.
Head pair.
Head Pair.
Head pair.
Double click the stairs.
I confess,
Oh, yeah.
I
Keep
was
forgetting about that.
consumed with avarice, but I wasn't about to steal an entire staircase.
What about looking at it then?
Simon would have done.
Yeah.
Right, double do the window then. Double do it.
There was no way I was going to try and smash such an incredible
I didn't
work
ask
of
you to
art.
smash it, you fucking yob.
Right click fucking stuff, will you?
I'll say this
Oh.
von Oberwald's. They had class. There weren't many homes in Ankh-Morpork with a window that could take your breath away.
Do,
Well,
do, do,
maybe
do,
an
do.
unseen university. but I'd heard that they had windows there that could literally
Take your breath away.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
There was something about the wooden staircase that was really impressive. I think
It is
might
rather
have
a
been the
corking
thought that
staircase.
It probably cost more to make than everything I owned.
Don't know. I've got a pretty good pair of shoes
Yeah.
at home. Cost me 40 quid.
Is there really nothing else in this fucking area? Surely we have to do something to trigger the fucker coming back.
Maybe. What if we did a shit on the floor? That'd really fuck him off, wouldn't it? Smeared it in with our body cracks.
Perfect. Head back towards the door.
Shit on floor. Right click.
Oh look, the butler's there.
Good call, Jay. Going to click on the butler.
Don't he manage
The
to sneak
von
past us?
Uberwald's butler. I can't say I liked the man, but he seemed harmless enough.
Okay, double click on butler then.
Sir has returned, I see.
Yep.
I had to attend to something.
Yeah, we've done
Sir
that.
Oh,
had to
right,
attend
so we
some
literally have to
business
stay in
so
this area.
urgently that Sir couldn't wait for Mistress Carlotta to see him.
Okay.
We're not.
Yes.
Sir?
Yes. Right.
Could you please
absent-minded
get the fucking
Can I
motherfucker.
see Carlotta? Sir, well,
I am
Everybody's favourite. Yeah, so let's look at that.
the painting bore a striking resemblance to Carlotta.
Maybe it's her.
The Duchess Charlotte von
Oh, that'll do.
Uberwald, née Leopoldine. My predecessor, in a sense.
Aha.
Oh, are you a duchess?
How the fuck
No,
did we miss
but
you?
the
We were staring
resemblance
at
is
these
impressive,
pissing
isn't
stairs for
it? My
ages.
husband was struck by it from the moment I met him.
Where is your husband?
Concealed in my
Ulrich
tits.
Passed away during a civil uprising in Uberwald several years ago. Quite a terrible business, actually. Peasants,
You're a terrible
pitchforks,
business.
burning torches, the usual sort of thing.
Usual.
For Uberwald, certainly. Their ways may seem barbaric, but it's just the way things have always been done. If
You're
there wasn't
done.
a civil
Always.
uprising every few years, I do believe the nobility would be most disappointed. Dying at the hands of a mob in a burning castle is practically traditional.
Tradition important to you, is it?
Ever the investigator, eh, Luton? Even your employer isn't beyond suspicion.
My old boss used to say that everyone was guilty of something.
And what are you guilty of?
many
Wanking
things,
too much.
sweetie, but nothing you need to know about.
Tell me about. Bye bye.
So what's the story with you and Ulrich?
Do you believe in love at
I think
first
I
sight,
love-
Luton?
It saves a lot of time, certainly.
Ulrich fell for me the moment we met. I guess seeing that painting every day probably helped.
Don't sell yourself short. You have a few assets of your own. I'm sure it was an equitable transaction.
You think I married him for his money?
Did you?
Let me tell you something, Luton. I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is better.
Did you love him?
Does it matter?
It matters to me.
Maybe I did. I guess it depends on what love is.
I want to know what love
It
is.
allows someone to hurt you more than you ever thought possible. Men were given the strength to be brutes to women, and women were given love to wreak their revenge.
Who was she, Luton?
Who?
The one who left you with such a high opinion of women. She must have been quite a gal.
She was a
You're a
slag.
gal. That's not a clever insult. I'm gonna put my fucking foot up, and what are you gonna do about it?
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
Be careful, Luton. I don't appreciate people wasting my time.
Well,
It's totally relevant to the
maybe
case that
you should-
you hired us for. We can ask her about everything. It's the first time we've seen her since the start.
Do you know a big, dumb troll called Malachite?
I thought all trolls were big and dumb.
This one pushes new boundaries. Do you know him or not?
No, I don't.
Good. He's a
Do you know
twat.
anyone named Therma?
Sorry, Luton. I've never heard of them.
You have missed out Al-Khali.
Have.
Have you heard of a dwarf who goes by the name of Al-Khali?
No, I haven't.
Never mind. It was a long shot.
Good job you're here, Jay.
I know, right? Yes, I think that's the right one. Murder.
I need your help.
I'm not hard to get, Luton. All
Slag.
you have to do is ask.
I need your knowledge. I need to find a particular tomb in the Salachi Mausoleum. But I
How
don't
is-
know enough about genealogy. You do.
The Salachi Mausoleum? That could be trouble.
Don't worry.
She
I'm
don't
not
want to talk
going
about anything
mess
to do with
your
her
tombs.
case,
I know
but this
better
one,
than to offend
about a troll,
family whose ties with the Assassin's
fine.
Guild go back to its very foundation. I just want to
Krusty,
see
I'd
if
like to
someone's
warn you, I've done
buried
something
there.
that was quite
Who's
silent,
the stiff?
A troll named
and it is brutal.
A dead troll? You don't get much stiffer than that, I suppose.
Will you help me or not?
Of course, although I'm not
Just
really
sort of-
properly dressed for a mausoleum.
Yeah, I've got
mean-
it.
Don't mind waiting while I get changed?
Thanks,
It's
mate.
not like Turtle's going anywhere.
If Sarah is not
Could be
too
here for a
busy,
while, that one.
The master of the house wishes a word with you.
And if I am too busy?
The master of the house still wishes a word with you, and I shall be forced to beg.
That sounds like it could be fun.
Did I say beg, sir? I meant resort to violence.
Well, I've
In
got a
which
crowbar.
case, lead the way.
Butler with double hard when pressed. Note. What the fuck is going on here?
Mr. Luton,
Christ.
as I understand it,
Aren't
my
you
daughter-in-law
cold?
has retained you to investigate a certain matter for her.
That's correct.
Then I take it you will be a frequent visitor to my house.
It seems likely.
Do you know who I am?
I know that they call you the Count.
Do you know why they call me the Count?
Is it 'cause you
Because
like counting?
I am
Yes.
a Count. Count Henning von Überwald. One of the Blinks von Überwalds, I ought to add, because frankly, Überwald had an uncountable number of counts, and I'm trapped in Ankh-Morpork at the moment because my current infirmity prohibits me from leaving this room.
That's
That
a
doesn't
room, is it?
explain why you wanted to see me.
It appears to be a
I wish
mountainside.
to know what my daughter-in-law
It does.
has you investigating.
That's between me and her.
No, Mr. Luton. I rather suspect it isn't. You see, Carlotta's hands are not on the von Uberwald purse strings, but mine are.
So you're saying I won't get paid unless I tell you what I'm doing?
No, I'm implying that. Whether or not you actually get paid is a different issue.
What's it to you?
I get very bored. I'm interested as to what goes on around
You
me.
sure you're not just
All right.
wanting to
I'm tracking
fuck with
someone
people for
for
your own
it.
amusement?
Someone who is missing?
That's right. A man named Mundy.
Oh, I see. Very
Looking
well.
for a drink on
If you
Tuesday.
keep me informed on the progress of the case periodically, I will ensure that
And we
you
were surprised
receive
coming by
payment.
Wednesday.
On Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
We drank it on Sunday.
You said you have to stay in the
congealed.
conservatory. Why?
I'm not a well man, Mr. Luton. It is hard to say how long I have for this world.
How many other Let's Plays talk
or
about
indeed
congealed
if the
cum?
next world will take.
It's a good question.
What's so special
Quickly,
about
let's
the
check them
conservatory?
all.
Ankh-Morpork is too hot and humid for my tastes. I had the conservatory built especially. It's colder than the rest of the house. I keep it at the temperature I feel most comfortable with.
Why so cold?
You ask too many questions.
Everybody says
I'm
that.
an investigator. It's my job.
Well, be thankful that I find your impertinence charming, or else I might be forced to teach you a lesson.
In
Oh,
your
no.
condition.
You would be surprised at just what I can do in my condition, Mr. Luton.
Kick one of his slippers off in your face.
Yes, slippers to the
We have the
face.
talkie thing. We can do the talkie face.
Oh, I do apologise. Bah.
So if I keep you informed on how the Mundy case is going, you'll ensure that I get paid?
As much as it is in my power to do so, yes.
And what if I
Is
mention
in
this
your
to Carlotta?
power.
Maybe she's got the money from other sources and doesn't need the family money.
A possibility. Very well. I'll offer to pay you irrespective of whether Carlotta pays you herself.
That seems a little unethical. I'd be betraying the trust of a client.
I'll pay pay you twice your usual fees.
Done.
Well, what do you know? Suddenly I've resolved all my ethical dilemmas.
Ethics are a sound.
Jay, you are an ethical dilemma.
I am the poor.
You sound as
My
if
only
you are
dilemma is that you're
proud
pouring
of
wine into not
The
my
poor
glass.
are often proud of
That
their
dilemma has been
wealth. They know
solved.
that what they have can't be taken
There you
away.
go.
Thank
Why
you,
would
mate.
anyone want to take their poverty away?
I didn't say the poor were smart. I said
We
they
are
were
back on the
proud.
cock wine. This is Krusty quite happily told me before he likes the cock.
So the von Uberwalds are wealthy then?
Not compared to some, but we have more than enough to look after our own.
Is Carlotta one of your own?
Very she became a part of us.
You sound like you don't approve.
My opinions of Carlotta are not the issue. Traditions and ties of blood are stronger than opinions.
But there is no tie of blood between you and Carlotta. She married into the clan.
Mr. Luton, there are ties of blood between all the von Uberwalds. In Uberwald, blood is very
Sexy.
important.
Christ.
You're one of them, are you?
Well, I'd say it's pretty easy to say that if the painting looks like
know
her,
the
then she
Salaci
probably is
mausoleum
related
at
to them, making this quite incestuous as well as politically dodgy.
The Salaci
yeah.
family and the von Uberwalds do occasionally mix in polite society.
By polite society, you mean high society.
Well, certainly out of your reach.
Is there any chance you could show me around it?
Mr. Luton, there is little chance that I will leave this room for you or anyone else.
I have a
let
special
alone
poo
travel
corner. It is
half
just by that
to give
tree.
you a guided tour of a mausoleum.
That is not a mountain tag behind me. That is poo. Green, mossy poo.
You took your dates to a mausoleum.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I
my
sculpt
dates
it.
lived in mausoleums.
You dated the dead?
No, the undead.
No, it's alright.
They can be terrible bores sometimes, but most vampires are terribly well bred.
Yes, well bred. Da, 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 da.
Do you know anything about the recent murders?
There are always murders in Uberwald. I don't see why these should be any different.
I was talking about the murders here in Ankh-Morpork.
Mr. Luton, I couldn't be less interested in the petty crimes of
I've
this
decided that this man is a
wretched
cretin.
city.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly useless cretin at that.
What should we do, Jay?
We should fuck him off for
Okay.
being a twat.
I like the sound of this idea. Bye-bye, dickhead.
I'll be back later.
I look forward to it.
I bet you don't.
Now let's get this
Hey!
straight. We're looking for a troll named Therma.
As far as I know, yes, but she may be in here under the name Madame Lodestone.
Okay, then we can rule out the Fornix Sanguis Ceruleus.
What?
The Blue Blood Vault. We can probably eliminate the heroic decapitated war veterans vault. And the thoroughbred pet vault. Do you know what relation this troll had to the Salaci family?
Does there have to be one?
She wouldn't be buried here if she wasn't.
Well, your guess
Please
is
don't
as
make
good
me
as
find
mine.
that out.
It took Carlotta a while to work it out, but we eventually found
Jay, has the
Madame
game died?
Lodestone in the Fornix Famulus.
But
The
it's still
searchers
making noises.
Guess she used to keep the floors real clean or something.
No, we're fine. Thank
Give it a
Christ.
wiggle.
Here we are. Madame Lodestone.
There's an inscription. Madame Lodestone, singer and retainer of Lord Robert Salaci, taken from us when her house collapsed, returning her to the rubble from whence she came. Not much of an epitaph. Still, it's more than I expect mine will say. I'll probably end up with whatever's written on the cement bag round my feet.
Cement bag.
Contents. Cement.
Carlotta? She disappeared without even a word. I couldn't
That
work
sight at the start
woman
there
out.
had me a little
Still,
nervous. I
she
thought we
Yeah.
were about to be
did me too.
attacked.
I thought that
Which
as
left
well.
me trying to decide whether or not to tell Malachite.
We should definitely tell him.
Most certainly, definitely. How do we get out of here?
Inscription slab.
Can we take that with us?
I tried to move this.
Well,
Right.
I have a hazarding guess. that
I
this
have an
giant
idea
thing
as well.
Will do that for us. Let's just slowly march in random directions.
Quickly up into the sky. This farting lunatic. Oi,
Hello
dickhead.
again, Malachite. No, I...
Blah.
Well, I think I found Thurman's body. It's in the Salachi Mausoleum.
Need to
Christ, that
see
is cold wine.
body.
Jesus Christ, that is good wine.
Me.
That is so nice.
Okay. Nice to see someone dealing with the
That is
grieving
bloody
process
cold.
at high speed.
That is
Comes
nice.
Straight to the acceptance. It saves a lot of time, doesn't it?
For the fans at home, it's not just cock wine.
Not as if he's listening
is.
to me. Maybe it'd help if I hit him with like maybe
Chanticleer
building.
from France.
Need to see body.
That's basically all the information I
Of
have.
course you do.
Obviously, there are tasting notes, but
Here's the tube.
fuck off.
It tastes very
Need to see
cherry.
Hey, it's
Very
going to be pretty
rich.
ugly in there.
Very
It's nice.
It was
juicy.
crushed under a house. That'd mess up even a troll.
Need to see body.
Donk! Picks thing up,
Malachite pushed
throws
the
it into
slab
sky,
off the
lands on
tube like he was
retard employer.
opening a jam jar.
He clearly didn't
Inside
push it
was
off,
some
he
rope
pulled it
that
off.
I assumed was
His
Thurman's
favourite,
body.
and yours.
Frankly, there wasn't much to go on. Trolls are rocks, and that's the whole story.
Not Therma. Keep looking.
Are you crazy? How could you tell?
Not Therma. Keep looking.
I was beginning to wonder if Malachite was mad. If he was, I could at least make use of it. Okay, I've got no soul. I must be a heel. All right, I'll keep looking. But I've got a problem.
Okay.
There's this building I need to get into, but I can't do it. I need a grappling iron. A grappling iron, like the
What?
one you have. Look, I need to borrow your grappling iron. Do you understand?
Give you hook. You find Therma.
That's the deal. I couldn't help but wonder what it meant if
What?
that rubble wasn't Therma. Had Sapphire lied to me? I wouldn't be surprised. Frankly, I was more surprised by people telling me the truth than telling lies. Lies flow like water, but the truth burns. That's not a bad line. I better write that down. Malachite gave me the grapple and left the mausoleum without another word.
Jesus.
Can we have the other one as well? We've not had a triple threat. Ah. Alright, calm down.
I examined the body closely, but all I could see...
Yes. Oh.
Well, what do you fucking suggest? The only place I can think of that we've not been in is that Pier 5 thing. But I didn't see anything. I mean, there is round the side, but there was nothing highlightable.
Fuck it. We're here now.
Fair
Because you
enough.
made me click on it.
Clickety-click, clickety-click, lickety-split.
Did he give us a
lickety-dip.
grappling iron?
He did, yeah.
Right, okay.
That's what that sudden screamy noise was.
Oh yeah, of course it was.
Yes.
Right, well surely we can use that to gain access.
Yeah, but on what? We have to use item with items. You see what I mean? There's nothing there. I mean, maybe just being in the area is enough. We've encountered this with Simons before, haven't we?
Yeah.
And as we carry on saying,
What's that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna click on it, mate.
Double click it, it's quicker. That's just bad.
Shit.
Alright, we'll get the grappling iron out. I'll press the key for you. No, that's the wrong
Oh
one.
Jesus.
There you go. Oh, good.
Use with nothing.
Was that a single or a double click?
That was a single click.
Try double clicking.
Okay.
Press the button. There we go.
I examined the grapple closely. It looked as if it was welded out of metal strips.
Great. Right click it. We already know it's a
It
description thing,
hadn't
but
been
fuck it.
easy getting the grappling iron from Malachite. Of course, even getting a meaningful sentence from Malachite.
Yes.
Right, look around here.
Stop. Stop walking. I see nothing.
Higher up. Like up the wall, I mean.
Oop.
Oop.
Rubbing dot on wall reveals nothing. Any structures?
Well, shit. Shit.
How did it end up with Carlotta? I wasn't really paying attention.
She didn't give us any information about her case, but told us about the mausoleum.
Yeah, she just fucked off, didn't she?
Yeah.
What a
She mysteriously vanished.
fucking bod. Is she gone to the office? Nope.
Check the floor. Nope, it's fine. Our floor is fine for dripping on.
We're not pretentious
Dripping drops
anuses.
of cum everywhere. Well, I'm confused. I think that's enough for one day.
Yes.